Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, The Danish Readaholic. I am Silke. Welcome back to part 2 of this haul. I don't have much to say. This will mostly be young adult, but I'm gonna start off with some adult, a classic, a little self-help. There's not much, so. First off, and I have already read this, is The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. At first I was disappointed that it wasn't like the TV show because I love the TV show. But I was a little bit disappointed with this, but I ended up actually really enjoying it. Next one is one that I bought because of a Clockwork reader, and that is The Night Circus. If I end up liking this, I will buy a proper version, probably a hardback that is pretty. If not, I'm just gonna give this away. I am excited to read it. The only thing that's actually putting me off reading is the size, cause like it feels so small. Anyways, next one is one of the classics, or the classic, I guess. And that is Dr. Jekyll and Mr Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. I have already read this. I did not enjoy it. I liked the last chapter. I don't know if this is a spoiler. If you don't want to be spoiled for this book, then mute the video until I put this book down. So, I liked the last chapter where it is seen from Dr. Jekyll and Mr Hyde, like more Dr. Jekyll, I guess. Where it's seen from Dr. Jekyll's point of view, and where he explains in a letter, I seem to think that it was, where he explains what happened and why he did what he did. I'm not gonna reread this, I'm probably gonna get rid of it. So, this book is a self-help book that I'm currently reading, which is why it has a bookmark in it. And it is called The Worry Trick, and it's by David A. Carbonell. So far, I am enjoying it. I am definitely going to continue this soon, because I started it like a while ago. And then I got busy with school and stressed out, so now I kind of need this. Next up is After You, in Danish, by Georgia Moyes, and I don't know what this is about. I have read the first one, and obviously I wanted to continue, and I have been looking for the Danish version in paperback for a long time, and now it's just sitting on my shelf waiting for me to pick it up, but I'm excited to get to it. This one is a book that I heard so much about on BookTube, and it got me just excited to read this. This is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. It is about these two people. They then get this death cast call thing that lets them know that they only have one day left to live in. So then they go on this app that's called Last Friend, I think. Yeah. And meet through that, and then they probably spend their last day together. I bought this because I read the first book. I didn't like the first book, but I wanted to continue this, and it is Going the Distance by Beth Reekles? But it is the sequel to The Kissing Booth, and I did not enjoy that at all. This is the sequel, continuation, to sort of hear how their love story is going, and I'm not expecting much, but I am gonna read it, and it's kind of short, so I picked it up. This is Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. I have heard some people talk about it and said that it was really good, and then I found this gorgeous cover and I could not stay away. Like, this is not the original cover, I think. I think the original cover has like a girl standing here and looking from a cliff. I'm not sure. I like witches. I think that this has something to do with like each kind of witch has a specific power. So the main character in this is a truth witch, and then I know The next one is called Wind Witch, and then the third is called Blood Witch. So they sort of have a thing each. Don't hold me up on that, because I don't know what this is about. I'm just guessing. Next up is this that I also don't know anything about. I do like the cover. This one is called East by Edith Patu. That I am not good at pronouncing names, but this is called East. I have no idea what it is about. I heard someone talk about it, and this is the one where I'm not sure if it's a young adult or middle grade. I'm just excited to get to read this. I'm guessing it has something to do with animals, because like both front pages have an animal and then East and West, so I'm guessing that they're very different. The two girls might be sisters separated. Next one is probably a book that's gonna shock a lot of people that I have not read. So I got Throne of Glass in this pretty white cover that I actually like. So if I like the series, I'm gonna try and get the rest of them in the same like white cover, and if I can't do that, I don't know. I don't know what I'm hoping for with this, because I know that it's a long series. So next book is gonna shock you guys even more. I have not read these yet. I am excited to get to read this and the rest of the series. A lot of you probably already know what this is about. It's about shadow hunters. Am I excited to read it? Yes. Am I gonna read it soon? Probably not, because I have a lot of other books that I'm more excited to read. Next up is two books from same kind of series by the same author, same kind of premise, so I'm gonna talk about them together because it's a long video. Once Upon a Dream and As Old as Time, both by Liz Braswell, part of Disney's Twisted Tales series. So both of these have the concept that they pose a question. For this one, it is what if the Sleeping Beauty never woke up, and for this one, it is what if Belle's mother cursed the beast. And then it's sort of just a twisted story, and like a twisted version of the original story, and I like the concept, and I'm probably gonna read the rest. Next, I have Grace and Fury. I, again, do not know what this is about. And this one is actually on my current TBR. I think it is the next book that I'm gonna read. I don't know why I looked up there, because I have it in my hand. But I think that this is the next book that I am gonna read, also because I did put the second one on my birthday wish list. Now we are getting to the last pile, which is the big books. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Incendiary? But it's pretty. So I am gonna have to look up how to say this. This is just a really gorgeous cover. This is obviously the Fairy Loot edition, and it is signed and everything, and like, look at these spray, like, it is so gorgeous. And the original cover is just more red, and obviously it doesn't have the sprayed edges or the artwork on the inside of the dust jacket. The main character is a memory thief. If I have understood it correctly, she is a memory thief, and then she is kidnapped by the king to work for him, and she is used to carry out the wrath of the king. And I think she's probably gonna rebel about this, and I am so excited, and this is on my current TBR. So I am excited to read this when I learn how to pronounce the name. Next one, almost at the finish line. We have Spin Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. This is about a girl who wants to become a tailor for the realm, I think, the greatest tailor in the land. And then she enters this competition, sort of, or trial to become the imperial tailor. And then, if I remember correctly, they have to sort of create clothing from something with the moon and the stars and the sun. So I'm excited to get to this. I don't know too much about it apart from what I've already said, but next one is the Never Tilting World by Rin Chupeco. Maybe I should just say the names with confidence, and then you guys would be like, oh yeah, that is how you say it. But this is The Never Tilting World. I am not sure what this is about. I've heard it described and I loved it, and now I have forgotten what it's about, and I prefer it that way because then I won't be guessing what happens next. So yeah, I know it was a horrible description, but I am really excited to get to read this, and this is one of the ones that, together with East and Truth Witch, are gonna be in my TBR next. Final book is one of my favorite books of the year, probably also one of my favorite all-time books. I enjoyed this so much, even though it has a lot of, like, it has probably one of the most common tropes, but that also happens to be my favorite trope. It is Bone Criers Moon. If I'm being honest, I struggled with the first 30 or so pages, and it took a while for me to sort of get into the book, but then when I was like in the book, I read it in 2 days. So I read this in like 2 days or something like that, and I love this book to death, and I am so excited to get the second one. That was all I had for my quarantine haul. Thank you so much for watching. I am so happy that you're following me and that you enjoy what I do, and if you don't, give me pointers as to what I can do better next time. I am always happy to chat about books, so if you want to do that, hit me up. If you like this video, give the video a like, and if you want to follow me and see what else I have in store, then press the subscribe button, and you can press the little bell icon if you want to get notified when I post. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you next time. And I think that was all. Bye!